Ayan, so good day everyone. So this is Engineer Vincent Esperanza from the ME department. So last time we discussed about the heat quantities, the sensible heat, the latent heat. And right now we'll discuss the various methods of handling air supply, conditioned room, conditioned space. Okay? So may tatlong ways tayo. So okay na. So nalaman na natin yung sensible heat load and latent heat load ng isang kwarto or any conditioned space. So ang unang requirement is magde-design na tayo ng layout ng components ng isang HVAC system. So may tatlong ways para mag-handle ng supply air sa conditioned space. So una, we have the all outside air supply and no recirculation. Pangalawa, recirculated and outside air supply. And pangatlo, recirculated air with external bypass system. So yung pinaka-basic muna is yung all outside air supply, no recirculation. So sige. So let me get my pen. So I have the all outside air supply and no recirculation. So saan ginagamit to? So ginagamit to sa mga lugar na kung saan kailangan yung mga pathogens and then yung mga particles saan prone sa risk sa health hazard ma-eject agad sa system or sa condition space. So ginagamit to sa mga ospital, sa mga facilities na kung saan kailangan laging malinis lagi yung hangin. At walang circulation. Although hindi napaka-effective ito sa mga buildings and commercial areas, pero mas effective to in terms of health safety, yung all outside air supply. So paano ba ang all outside air? So ang unang mangyayari diyan is meron tayong tatlong HVAC components. So una, so we have the air conditioning unit or the ACU or the air handling unit. Tapos unang gagawin natin guys is papasok muna yung hangin at point 1. Siyempre yung point 1 ang tawag dyan ay outside air. Okay? Outside air or what we call the fresh air. Yung sa labas ng hangin. Yung hangin na i-supply natin sa system. Sa ACU unit. Okay? So at point 1, syempre meron itong dry bulb temperature at point 1 and meron ditong wet bulb temperature at point 1. Tapos itong ACU ay palalamigin ng cooling coils. Tama? So syempre, may moist air dyan. Ito yung moist air natin. Talang natin ng moist air is what? The binary mixture of dry air plus water vapor. Okay? Tapos paglabas yan syempre, at point 2, malamig na yung hangin na meron tayong dry bulb temperature at point 2. Di ba alam natin, kapag sa system na may air conditioning unit, ang process na ito, yung process 1 to 2 is cooling and dehumidifying process. Cooling and dehumidifying process. It means the moist air is further cooled by means of a cooling coil and dehumidified by decreasing its temperature until it reaches its dew point temperature. Hence, the drive-up temperature at point 2 is equal to the dew point temperature at point 2. And at point 2, if not stated, RH2 is always equal to 100%. Yan. So at this point, babaan natin. At this point, masyadong malamig yung hangin sa point 2. So gagawin natin, mag-install tayo ng tinatawag nating reheater. Reheater or RH. Ang purpose ng reheater is to reheat air to a certain temperature na accessible. For example, at point 1, 32C yung dry bulb, 23C wet bulb. Tapos sa point 2, biglang papalo to ng 10 degrees. Yan, lamig, manigas ka talaga dyan. So ang magagawin natin, painitin muna natin ng reheater. So ang reheater, pwedeng pinapainit ng reheating coils. It's either, ang dumadaan sa reheating coils is steam, electrical coils. Sa ACU naman, refrigerant coils or cooling coils na magagaling sa chiller unit. So point 2, painitin to at ang process 2 to 3, so sa point 2 punta sa point 3, ang process 2 to 3 ay sensible heating. Okay? Sensible heating naman, painitin natin yung dry bulb temperature ng moist air. So TDB2, TDB3 na ito. Mas malaki sa TDB2. At syempre, meron tong heat addition from the coils to the moist air. Ito naman, may heat transfer ng Q added by the refrigerant. So QA kasi from the moist air, from hot region, i-absorb yun ng cooling coils. Okay? Ayan. Then sa point 3, this is mas mainit na yung hangin and pwede siyang isupply sa conditioned space. So paano ito isusupply? So gagamit tayo ng isang fluid machine na tinatawag nating fan or blower. Pwedeng fan. Normally fan. Sa point 3, isusupply natin yan sa conditioned space. And that will be your point 4. Okay? This is your conditioned space or room. At syempre, kailangan i-exhaust yung hangin sa labas. Point 4 as well. If this is point 3, hence the fan work, if not stated, at this point is may drive of temperature at point 3. If yung fan work is equal to 0, kapag hindi binigay sa problem pala guys, ang fan work lagi ay equal sa 0. Okay? I think let me check muna kung recorded ba ito. Yes, recorded naman. Sige, break tayo. So, from point 3, if the fan work is equal to 0, if not stated sa problem, assuming, ang assumption dyan, ang fan power or fan work is equal to 0. Hence, at this point 3 pa rin yan. Okay, at may drive out temperature at point 3. So, sa point 4, syempre, i-maintain natin to at the drive out temperature at point 4, meron itong relative humidity at point 4, syempre, meron itong sensible heat load and latent heat load. Okay? Yan. So, sa ACU, instead na QS, QA na yung gagamitin natin. Sa reheater naman, instead na QS, QRH na. Okay? May dot to signify power. Okay? Yun lang. Tapos, ano pa? Siyempre, ang dadaan dyan sa... Sorry. Yan. Ang para palamigin yung refrigerant coils, siyempre dadaan dyan yan sa... Siyempre, meron tayong vapor compression cycle. So, we have a compressor, condenser, and the expansion valve. Okay? So, dyan dadaan yung refrigerant. Okay? Yan. Yan. I think mali yata yung pagkaano ko. Yan. 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 Then, kung point 4, tawagan natin itong 0.5. Then, 0.6. Then, 0.7. And then, 0.8. Dito, ang papal dito ay yung mass ng air. So, magpapalamig naman from moist air to refrigerant. So, meron itong recirculating mass of refrigerant. Okay? So, na-review na natin ito sa module 2. Si reheater naman, meron itong tinatawag na steam generator unit o SGU. Ang purpose ng SGU is mag-generate ng steam. Okay? SGU. Tawag dyan, steam generating unit. Ang purpose nga is mag-produce ng steam. At saka painitin, magkaroon ng heat transfer from steam to moist air. Ito naman sa una, sa air conditioning unit, heat transfer by means of cooling from refrigerant coils to moist air. Okay? So, yan. Tapos, ang gagawin natin, meron tayong pump. Steam pump. Ang purpose ng steam pump i-circulate yung steam. Okay? So, syempre, may recirculating mass of steam dito. Tawagin natin itong 0.9 and 10.10. So, 10 state points ang kailangan natin isolve sa mga gato. So, para mas maintindihan natin, isa-isayin natin yung bawat system. Pinakamaganda dyan guys is magsimula ka lagi kung saan mas maraming given. Most likely sa condition space. So, system, you have the condition space. So, drawing natin yung condition space natin. And papasok dyan yung hangin at point 3. Anyway pala, ang process from point 3 to point 4 is heating and humidifying process. Okay? Yan. So ito yung mga processes involved sa all outside air supply. Cooling and humidifying, then 2 to 3, sensible heating, and 3 to 4, heating and humidifying process. So sa point 3, at i-maintain natin sa certain temperature at point 4, at exhaust din natin at a certain temperature at point 4. So ang type of temperature at point 4 may given, syempre, then RH at point 4, alam natin yung sensible heat load, given yan, and then yung latent heat load, okay? Alam natin yung mga formula. The sensible heat load is what? The mass of air, or the mass of supply air, tapos Cp ng air times the dry bulb temperature at point 4 minus the dry bulb temperature at point 3. As naman yung latent heat load, that is what? The mass of H2O that must be evaporated from the conditioned space times HFG at what? At 0 degrees C. At alam natin, ang HFG at 0 degrees C ay ang assumption natin dyan is what? 2,500 kilojoules or kilograms of vapor. And we know that M sub E is the mass of H2O that must be evaporated from the space is simply mass of air W sub 4 minus W sub 3. Hence, the latent heat load is simply mass of air W4 minus W3 times HFG at 0 degrees C. Okay? So, syempre, alam natin yung mga basic formula natin sa enthalpies. So H3 is simply Cp ng air, TdP3 plus W3, Hg at TdP3. Alam natin yung H4, so H4, ganun din. Cp ng air, TdP4 plus W sub 4, Hg at TdP4. Okay? Tapos paano kunin yung W sub 4? Remember nga yung mga formulas natin for specific humidity. Okay? So yan naman po yung sa condition space. Pabalik natin siya siyang isa-isa yung bawat system. Susunod naman, so this is, tawagan natin itong number 1, yung unang system. That is the condition space. So yung pangalawa naman po, and that is the fan. Okay? So ito yung fan natin. Yan. Papasok yan at point 3, lalabas at point 3 pa rin. Siyempre, may dala itong dry bulb temperature at point 3. And most likely, solve din natin yung ano yan, W sub 3. So we know that ang mostly kasi hinahanap dyan guys, yung tinatawag nating fan capacity. Pag sinabing fan capacity, that is the volume flow rate of supply air. Okay? So ang fan capacity to is V supply air is equal to the V fan, the volume flow rate, or simply V3 syempre. And that is what pati makukuha yan. So makukuha lang natin yan from PBMRT. Okay? So we have PBMRT. So we have PM minus PV3. Volume flow rate at point 3 is equal to the mass of air, R ng air, TdP3. Ayan. Diyan pa lang, si-ship solve mo na, makuha mo na yung volume flow rate ng fan at point 3. Okay? Yan naman sa fan. Yan. Tapos also, sa pangatlo naman, we have the reheater. Okay? Ang purpose ng reheater ay painitin yung moist air from cold to hot to ambient temperature na pwedeng i-supply ng fan. So we have the reheating unit. Okay? Tapos papasok dito at point 2. Siyempre meron itong dry bulb temperature at point 2, then RH at point 2. Paglabas dito, mainit na. Point 3, you have the dry bulb temperature at point 3. Tapos nagkaroon ng heat addition mula sa steam. So QRH siya. Kasi meron itong heating coils. Okay? And by energy balance, we have energy in is equal to energy out the change of energy of the system must be equal to 0. So dito, papasok dito yung enthalpy at point 2 plus Q ng RH is equal to enthalpy at point 3. Lalabas dyan, QRH or the reheater load is simply mass of air H3 minus H2. Okay? Yan yung formula natin to find the reheater load in power units. Tapos, syempre, alam natin that we have H3, Cp ng air, TdB3, plus W sub 3, Hg at TdP3, and H2, that is Cp ng air, TdB2, plus W sub 2, Hg at TdB2. But take note, this is sensible heating. So hence, for sensible heating, W sub 3, because the specific humidity ito eh. For sensible heating, the specific humidity is constant. Hence, W sub 2 is equal to W sub 3. Ayan sa reheater. Okay? Yan. So, pang-apat naman, we have the air conditioning unit. Okay? I think masyado natin itong na-express yung cooling dehumidifying kasi ito yung heart ng HVAC systems. So, syempre, papasok sa air conditioning natin at point 1. Mayroon tayong drive out temperature at point 1 and RH at point 1. Or, most likely naman, binibigay natin wet bulb temperature at point 1. Tapos, paglabas at point 2, so we have the drive out temperature at point 2 and then RH at point 2. Okay? And syempre, palamigin ito ng cooling coils. Yan. Cooling coils tayo. And syempre, yung heat transfer is from hotter region to colder region. Kaya dito yung heat transfer. So yung QA natin. Yan. Which is the refrigeration load or the cooling load ng moist air dito sa air conditioning unit. So by energy balance, energy in is equal to energy out. So the change of energy of the system must be equal to 0. Kung siyempre ito ay mayroong enthalpy at point 1, meron itong enthalpy at point 2. So pagpasok ng hangin, may enthalpy at point 1 plus QA, plus palabas naman sa moist air, so we have, so H1 lang yung papasok, so palabas na ngayon we have QA plus H2. Lalabas, the cooling load is simply mass of air H1 minus H2, in which, yung formula natin, in which H1, that is Cp ng air, TdB1, plus W sub 1, Hg at TdB1, and H2, that is Cp ng air, TdB2, TdB2, plus W sub 2, Hg at TdB2. Ayan. I think that's it. So, apat na system: condition space, fan, reheater, and air conditioning. Okay, I think let's proceed to the problem. Yan. So, meron tayong yan. Ito sa PowerPoint. So, the air conditioning unit, may cooling coil at point 1, papasok yung moist air at drive out temperature at point 1 and wet bulb temperature at point 1. Paglabas yan, sobrang lamig na. If not stated, ang RH lagi ay 100%. This is for cooling and dehumidifying process. Tapos, sobrang lamig, pagiging ulit ng heating unit. So, may reheater tayo, papunta sa point 3 na may volume flow at point 3 and drive out temperature at point 3. Isusupply ng fan sa condition space na may sensible heat, latent heat, total heat, at meron maintaining drive out and relative humidity, which is at point 4. Kasi exhaust din siya. Ang tawag sa point 1 na yan, the portion is outside air. Sa portion ng point 2, that is conditioned air. Sa point 3, ang tawag dyan is supply air. At sa point 4, exhaust air. Siyempre, para palamigin yung cooling coils, mayroon tayong simple vapor compression cycle na papasok sa point B yung refrigerant sa compressor, mako-compress, then magkakaroon ng heat rejection sa condenser, that's may expand through expansion valve. And may flowing mass of refrigerant, and then meron ding mass of condensate. Sa reheater naman, kaya kung steam ang gagamitin natin, meron tayong steam generator unit at meron tayong steam pump at magkakaroon ng circulating mass of steam. At yung process natin, from 1 to 2, we have cooling and dehumidifying. From 2 to 3, we have sensible heating. And from 3 to 4, we have the heating and humidifying. So, kung magsisystem analysis tayo, katulad ng pinakita ko kanina, yung air conditioning unit, ayan, guys. Sige, show ko na lang. Energy balance, yan. And also, yan, yung respective enthalpies niya. Then, for the air conditioning unit, if magmamas balance naman tayo, makakuha naman natin yung mass of condensate removed. Okay? That is MA W1 minus W sub 2. And W sub 1, that's 0.622 PB1 PMS PB1, and W sub 2 is equal to 0.622 PB2 over P sub M minus PB2. And also for the reheating unit, this is a sensible heating process. Ayan. Siya. And by energy balance, energy in is equal to energy out. Then we can see that the heating load is equal to the mass of air times the difference of enthalpies, H3 minus H2, wherein H2 and H3 are defined. And note, for the sensible heating, W sub 2 is equal to W sub 3. Okay? Then, yung fan naman, syempre, meron tayong fan capacity. Ayan, nanggaling to sa PBMRT. Ayan, where V sub volume joint at 0.3. Ayan siya. And lastly, we have the condition space. Ayan, pinag ko kanina. Sensible heat load, the latent heat load, and the total heat load. Ayan. So, if i-graph natin to sa isang psychrometric chart, itong buong system na to. So, this is the psychrometric diagram. So, at point 1, this is an outside air. At a given drivable temperature and specific humidity or RH, then this is further cooled and dehumidified until it reaches its saturated at its saturation point, which is at point 2, which represent at tama siya sa RH is equal to 100%. Na meron tong drivable temperature at point 2. So nagkaroon ng sensible cooling and further cooling by means of dehumidifying. Kaya naging cooling and dehumidifying process. Then from point 2, nagkaroon tayo ng sensible heat load, that is TDB3, or sensible heating. Then we have W sub 3 equal to W sub 3, and from point 3, isupply na natin sa point 4. Also, bakit ganyan guys yung graph? Hindi siya parang na-enclose kasi wala namang bumalik na hangin sa any of parts of the system. Sabihin, inject lang yung hangin, which is yung point 4, which is not equal to point 1. Diba? Okay, so ganyan lang yung itsura ng graph ng isang all outside air supply with no recirculation. Okay? In which 1 to 2, that is cooling and dehumidifying, 2 to 3, that is sensible heating, and 3 to 4, that is heating and humidifying. And this is the problem in a space. Ito yung ating sample problem for all outside air supply in a space. The sensible and latent heat loads are 135 kilowatts and 34 kilowatts respectively. Outside air is at 32C and 45% RH. The space is to be maintained at 25C dry bulb and 18C wet bulb temperature. All outside air is supplied with the heater to satisfy the space conditions. The conditioned air leaves the supply pan at 17C. Determine the following. So, napakaraming hinihingi. Okay? So, we have the refrigeration load, the fan capacity, ang dami-dami. Again, I think dito na tayo sa PowerPoint and mag-transfer tayo sa OneNote. I think ito na. Ayan, I think kita na. Ayan, ito yung ating OneNote. So, ito yung problem. So, ang gawin natin is that mag-solve na tayo. So, sabi dito, in a space, yan, taas natin konti. In a space, the sensible and latent heat loads yan, are 135 kilowatts. So, ito yung muna natin yung buong system, syempre. So, we have, ang kapal masyado. Sige. I think ito na lang. Ayan. So, we have the system. So, at point 1, then papasok sa air conditioning unit. So, may ACU tayo. And paglabas at point 2, Then painitin ng reheating unit. So RHT. Reheater natin. Tapos isusupply na natin 0.3. We have the fan. Tapos 0.3 pa rin yan syempre. And then lastly, sa condition space. Okay? And that is at 0.4. Ayan. Pwede pala yung full page view eh. And that is at 0.4. Okay? Ayan. So sabi dito, in the space, the sensible heat load and the latent heat load are 135 kilowatts and sige. And 34 kilowatts. Hence, ang binigay dyan, yung sensible heat load. So, ang QS natin dito is 135 kilowatts. And yung QL po natin, that is 34 kilowatts. Outside air at 32C. So, ang dry bulb temperature at 0.1, that is 32 degrees C. Then yung RH natin at 0.1, that is 45%. The space to be maintained, so yung maintaining temperature natin, yung condition space. Okay, yung dry bulb temperature at 0.4, that is at 25 degrees C dry bulb, and the wet bulb temperature at 0.4, that is at 18 degrees C wet bulb. All outside air supplied with a heater to satisfy the space conditions. The condition air, so meron tayong supply air, that is 0.3, that is the dry bulb temperature at 0.3. And that is what? 17 degrees C. So, ang daming hinahanap. Pero isa-isa mo natin. Unang hinahanap is yung refrigeration load and yung heat, yung QA. Okay? Sige. So, drawing on natin yung cooling coil. So, you have the cooling coil. And also the steam coils. Yan. Tapos, syempre, papasok yan sa compressor, condenser, and then we have the expansion valve. Ito naman, meron tayong steam generating unit. Tapos may steam pump. Yan. Okay? Ang unang hinahanap dyan is letter A. Ano yung QA? Di ba alam natin, ang QA is simply mass of air H1 minus H2. But take note, hindi natin alam lahat. Hindi natin alam yung MA, H1, and H2. Alam natin sa point 2, ang RH2 ay laging 100%. Ayan. So, pag isasolve to, doon tayo sa mas maraming mga given, which is ito. Okay? Ayan. So, para mahanap yung mass of air, yung mass flow rate ng hangin muna, punta tayo sa sensible heat load. Alam natin, ang sensible heat load is simply what? Mass of air, CP ng air, TdB4, kasi mas mahit sa 0.4 minus TdB3. So in kilowatts naman to, so we have 135 kilowatts is MM.A. CP ng air, 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram degree Celsius. Sun dry bulb temperature at 0.4, that is 25 degrees Celsius minus 17 degrees Celsius. So ano yung mass flow rate ng air? Ship solve po. Ang sagot, that is 16.77 for significant figures tayo sa air conditioning, kilograms of air per second. So okay na yung mass of air. Okay na ito. So paano naman yung H1 and H2? So para makuha mo natin, kaya natin hanapin muna yung H2. So pabalik ang gagawin natin, pabalik. So ang unang laging discarded dyan is i-check mo naman yung latent heat load. Alam natin na yung latent heat load, that is in formula natin diretso na, 2,000, and that is mass of air, W sub 4 minus W sub 3 times HFG at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay? So, ang HFG is 2,500 ang approximation natin. So, yung W sub 3 ang nawawala. Tapos yung W sub 4, masosolve natin yan, di ba? So, for W sub 4, so you have W sub 4, that is 0.0 622 PB4 P sub M minus PB4. Pero wala tayong PB4. Since given naman tayo ng wet bulb and dry bulb, natin gamitin yung Keller's equation. Diba? Tama ba? So PB4, that is PBW at 0.4 minus P sub M minus PBW at 0.4. The dry bulb temperature at 0.4 minus the wet bulb temperature at 0.4 over 1546.82 minus 1.44 T wet bulb at 0.4. Okay? So, punta tayo ngayon sa ating steam table. Wait, let me get my steam table first. So, ano ba yung PBW4? That is the PSAT at 18C. So, ano yung PSAT at 18C? So, we have ang PSAT natin at 18C from the steam table, that is 2.064. So, PB4 muna, and that is, yung PBW4 natin, that is 2.064 kilopascals. Yung P sub M natin, if that's stated, assume atmospheric. So, we have 101.325 kilopascal minus 2.064. Okay? Tapos, ang dry bulb natin, 25 minus 18. Ba 18 bang binigay? Yes. Over 1546.82 minus 1.44 T wet bulb, that is 18. So, ano yung vapor pressure at 0.4? Sige, pasolve po. And that is 1.6071 or 1.6071 for significant figures. 7 kilopascals. Kung may PB sub 4 na, masasolve na natin yung W sub 4. Hence, W sub 4 is simply 0.622, 1.607 over P sub M po natin, that is 101.325 minus 1.607. Ang W sub 4 natin yan is 1. 7. That is 0 points. Sa calculator ko, we have 0.01002 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of dry air. May W sub 4 na, may SFG, may MA na, may QL naman. Masasolve natin ang W sub 3. So for W sub 3, so we have a QL, solve po yung formula, mass flow rate ng hangin, W sub 4 minus W sub 3 times HFG at 0 degrees C. So we have the latent heat load, 34 kilowatts. Mass of air, we have 16.77 kilograms per second. W sub 4, we have 0.01002. W sub 3, yun ang hinahanap. Anyway pala yung hinahanap is W sub 3. HFG, that is 2,500. So ano yung W sub 3? Chief solve po. Ang sagot, that is 0.129209 kilograms of vapor or kilograms of air. Okay? So, yan yung W sub 3. Tapos, if gusto rin nating but W sub 3 is equal to W sub 2 for sensible heating. Tama ba? Hence, yung RH2 niyan, RH2 is equal to 100%. Okay? So, paano natin masasolve yung dry bulb temperature at 0.2 nito. So, ang gagawin natin, kukunin natin yung dew point niyan. Kasi alam natin dito sa 0.2, yung dry bulb temperature at 0.2 is equal sa dew point temperature at 0.2. Ang dry bulb temperature at 0.2 is equal to the dew point temperature at 0.2. That is Tsat at PB2. But take note, para ma-solve yung PB2, kailangan natin kailangan natin i-solve yung PB2 using the specific humidity formula. So you have W sub 2 is equal to W sub 3 as well. That is 0.622 PB2 P sub M minus PB2. Sige, solve natin. We have 0.009209 is equal to what? 0.622 PB2 101.325 minus PB2. Shift solve, ano yung PB2? So we have 0.009209 0.622x 101.325 minus x. Ang sagot natin, that is 1.478 kilopascals. Okay? Absolute. Hence, kunin natin yung TDP nga. So, TDB2 is equal to TDP2 is equal to TSAT at PB2. I-read ko lang yung sulat. So, punta tayo ngayon sa table 2. Ng steam table natin. Saturation pressure. So, maghanap tayo ng values na magsa-sandwich sa 1.478. So, gagawa tayo ng table, yung the pressure and temperature. So, we have 1.4 kilopascals. So, 1.4, the dew point that is, or the saturation temperature, that is 11.98 degrees C. And then 1.5, so we have 13.03 degrees C. So, in other thing is 1.478. And this is the dry bulb temperature at point 2. By using mode regression natin, yung shortcut natin, so we have, type natin sa calculator, 1.4, 1.5, 11.98, 13.03. AC, shift stat, regression 5, yung y hat hanapin, then you have 1.478. So, ang sagot is 12.799 in for significant figures. Ang dry bulb temperature is 12.80 degrees Celsius. Okay? Ayan. If nakuha na natin yan, masolve na natin ang, hanapin din pala natin yung HG. Okay, move ko muna to. Kasi baka kailangan natin mamaya eh. So, TDB2, that is 12.80 degrees C. Hanapin din natin yung HG. HG at TDB2. So, at 1.4, ano ang HG nga at 1.5 kilopascal? So, ang HG nga, that is 2523. And 4. Sa baba naman, sa 1.5 naman, that is 2525.3. According sa steam table, table 2, table 2, 2525.3. We have the HG at TDB2. TDB lang pala ito, guys. Yan. So, ano rin, by interpolation, HG at TDB2 is simply, sige, pakiano sa calculator, Caltech. $2,525.3. And that is 478. Is 2,524.9. Kung ilan yung nasa ilang significant figures or digits yung nasa steam table, yun yung susundin nyo, right? 2,524.9. 2,524.9 kilojoules per kilograms. Okay? I think okay na lahat ng mga given natin. Masasolve natin lahat. So, hanapin na natin yung refrigeration load, yung letter A. So, for letter A, yung kulay. So, letter A, we have QA is what? The mass of A, H1 minus H2. For H1, natin alam yung H1. So, for H1, alam natin ang H1, that is CP ng air, TDB1, plus W sub 1, HG at TDB1. But take note, pinigay ang dry bulb condition natin na anong temperature yun? Balik tayo. So, we have 32C and 45% RH. Okay? So, ang dry bulb na binigay pala dito, 32 degrees C na may relative humidity na 45%. So, on the definition of the relative humidity, so you have RH at 0.1, that is PB1 over PSAT at TDB1. So PSAT at 32C from table 1, and that is 12.759 kilopascals. So 12.759 and 0.45, then PB1. Then ship solve, ano ang PB1? So ang PB1 natin ay 745 times 47. 2.142 kilopascals. Yan yung vapor pressure at 0.2. Hence, masasolve na natin yung W sub 1. We have W sub 1 is equal to 0.622 PB1 P sub M minus PB1. So we have 0.622, 2.142 kilopascals over 101.325 minus 2.142 kilopascals. So ang W sub 1 natin, sige, pa-compute po. Sagot, that is 0.01343 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of air. Okay? Kung may W sub 1 na tayo, masasolve natin yung H1. So enthalpy at 0.1 ang CP ng air, 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram degrees Celsius. Ang dry bulb natin ay 32 degrees C. Plus ang W sub 1, we have 0.01343 kilogram vapor per kilogram air. Plus anong HG at 32C. So sa steam table, table 1, ang HG ng 32C, that is 2559.9. 2559.9 kilojoules per kilogram vapor. So ang H1 natin, and that is 1.062, 32, 0.01343, 2 times 2559.9. So ang sagot, that is 66.58 kilojoules per kilogram of air. So nasolve na natin yung H1, solve naman natin yung H2. So for H2, so H2, that is CP ng air, TDB2, plus W sub 2 times HG at TDB2. I think meron tayong HG at TDB2 and W sub 2 kasi solve natin kanina. So direction natin, CP ng air, 1.0062 kilojoule per kilogram plus degrees Celsius. At yung dry bulb temperature na binatlik dyan, that is, I think, 12.8. I think natin 12.8. 12.8 is C. So 12.8 degrees Celsius. Plus, ang W sub 2 natin, sinolve sa taas, that is 0.0100, 0.00929. 0.00 ba? 0.00 0.09209 times, ano yun, mas maganda sa to guys kung face to face kasi makikita ko agad yung value. Kaya kasi naka OneNote tayo, isa-isahin ko talaga. Anong HG ng TDB2 is 2524.9. 2524.9. Okay? Yes. So, sige. Solve natin ng H2. Ano ang sagot? 1.062, 12.80, 0.00929 times 2524.9. Okay? So, ang sagot, that is 36.13 kilojoules per kilogram of air. So, may enthalpy 1 na tayo, may enthalpy 2 na tayo, may mass of air na tayo. Solve na natin yung refrigeration load. So, for QA, solvable na talaga. So, you have QA, that is the mass of moist air, or the mass of dry air, enthalpy 1 minus enthalpy 2. Ang mass of air natin, kalimutan ko na naman, kung binigay sa problem. Ano solve natin? That is 16.77 kilograms per second. So 16.77 kilograms per second. H1 is 66.58 minus H2, 36.13. Ang units ito ay naka-kilowatts. Kasi convert natin siya. Ay, kunin natin yung kilowatt rating niya. Ano ang cooling, ano ang refrigeration load in kilowatts? So 510.65 or 510.6 will do. 510.6 kilowatts. Pero hindi pa yun yung sagot. Convert pa natin yan into torr. So 1 torr, that is 3 point, wait lang guys. Ang 1 torr, that is 3.517 kilowatts. So convert natin, Q sub A or the heat or the refrigeration load in torr. So ang Q sub A is 145.2 TR tons o torr. Okay? So yan yung sagot sa letter A. So napakahaba ng unang solution. Sa susunod, mas mabilis na lang ito. Okay? Ayan. So letter A, ang nahanap natin ay refrigeration load. Sa letter B naman, we have the fan capacity naman. So letter B, ano naman ang fan capacity or the supply air or the fan capacity? Pag sabing fan capacity guys, volume flow rate yan ng supply air sa isang sa air conditioning unit. So we have B fan is B sub 3. Ano yan? So alam natin from PBM RT, we have P sub M minus PB3 times volume flow rate at 0.3. Ang units yan ay naka-cubic foot per minute. Is equal to the mass of air, R ng air, and PdV3. So P sub M natin, 101.325. Ano na na-solve natin yung PB3 kanina? Tingnan natin. So PB3, I think hindi pa nasa-solve yung PB3, but PB3 is equal to PB2 since W sub 3 is equal to W sub 3. Hence, yung PB2 na ito, equal din yan sa PB3. So that is 1.478 kilopascals. Okay? .478 kilopascals. As volume flow at 0.3. Mass of air, 16.77 kilograms of air per second. Saan ng air, 0.28708 kilojoules per kilogram degree Kelvin. Cylindrical temperature at 0.3, that is 17, and must be in absolute units. So 17 plus 273. So anong volume flow at 0.3 muna in cubic meter per second? So mamaya tayo mag-convert. So answer natin, that is 13.998 cubic meter per second. Convert natin yan into cubic foot per minute. So 6 is 1 minute. And then we know that 1 meter is 3.281 feet. So raised to cube natin. Ang volume flow rate at 0.3 is 1. $29,626. Pwede na sa akin yung 29,630 cubic foot per minute. Round off na yan. Yan yung sagot. Okay? Letter B. Then letter C naman, ano naman ang reheater load in kilowatts? Sige. So alam natin, the reheater load or the QRH is simply mass of air H3 minus H2. So sa H2 na solve na natin. For H3, solve natin yung H3. So H3, that is what? CP ng air, arrival temperature at 0.3, that's W sub 3. We have G at TdV3. Okay? So we have ang CP ng air, we have 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram Celsius. And arrival temperature at 0.8, that is the supply temperature, and that is 17 degrees Celsius. And W sub 3, yung solve natin kanina, tingnan sa taas. So we have 0.009209. 0.009209 9209. Tapos, using your steam tables from table 1, a new HG at 17 degrees Celsius. So, as HG at 17 degrees Celsius, that is 2532.6 kilojoules per kilogram of vapor. Yan. So, sige, papakompute ang yung sagot sa H3. So, sagot, that is 40.43 kilojoules per kilogram of air. Since may H2 na tayo, masasolve na natin yun. So, QRH is simply 16.77 kilograms of air per second. Tapos ang H3 natin, that is 40.43 kilojoules per kilogram of air, minus ang H2 natin is 36.13 kilojoules per kilogram of air. Magka-cancel yung kilograms per air, magkikaroon lang kilojoules per second or simple kilowatts. Yun yung hinahanap sa problem. So ang reheater load, that is 1. 16.77, 40.43 minus 36.13, and that is 72.11 kilowatts. Yan yung required para mapainit yung temperature na 12.8 na sobrang lamig at maging supply air temperature na 17 degrees Celsius. Okay? Yan. Letter C. Then, letter D. Ito na siguro. Letter D, ano naman ang dew point temperature at point 3? Alam natin, ang TDP3 is TSAT at PB3. At ang TSAT at PB3, and that is what? TSAT at, ano yung vapor pressure at point 3? Ang vapor pressure at point 3 ay 1.478 kilopascals. Since yung TSAT at TDP3, parang equal din yan sa TSAT ng TDP2. And that is equal to the dry bulb temperature at point 2. In short, ang TDP3 dyan is same as the dry bulb temperature of point 2. Okay? And that is 12.8 degrees Celsius. Yan agad yung sagot. Then sa letter D, we have the letter E, the mass of H2O that must be removed from the air conditioning unit. Ang sinasabi dyan guys is yung mass of condensate o MCOND. That must be removed. Yun yung saturated water o saturated liquid. Okay? At ang unit niya in kilograms per di alam natin yan, di ba? So ang mass of condensate is simply mass of air. Siyempre yung may sa point, kaya 0.1. W sub 1 minus W sub 2. So, meron tayong W sub 1 yata, and W sub 2, masasolve na to. We have 16.77 kilograms per second. Tapos, sige, natin yung unit, kilograms of air per second. Ano ang W sub 1? Taas natin. So, W sub 1, that is 0.01343. 0.01343 minus, may W sub 2 na ba? So, W sub 2 meron na rin, that is 0.009209. 0.009209. Ang units nga ay kilogram of vapor or kilogram of air. Kaya matitira dyan, kilogram of vapor per second. So, convert pa natin yung seconds to hours. So, 3,600 seconds to 1 hour. Sige. So, solve na natin ano ang mass of condensate. And that is in kilograms of vapor per hour, that is 254.8 kilograms of vapor per hour. Yan yung mass of condensate removal. Then letter F, hinahanap naman yung mass of H2O that must be removed from the condition space, yung M sub E. Kaya natin ito isolve using yung alam nating formula, the mass M sub E, that is mass of air times W sub 4 minus W sub 3 naman this time. So, solve na natin. So, we have 16.77 kilograms of air per second. So, ito naman, instead na kilograms of air, Ito naman ay naka-kilograms per minute. And take note, this is in vapor as well. Kilograms of vapor per minute. So, ang W sub 4, tingnan natin. So, ang W sub 4 kanina, that is 0. Saan ba? Yun. 0.01002. 0.01002. Ang W sub 3 natin, that is 0.009209. That is in kilograms of vapor or kilograms of air times 60 seconds per 1 minute. Okay? Ano ang M sub E? That is what? 0.01360. Yan. Kilograms of vapor. Ay, hindi pa pala to. Per second pa pala to. Times 60. Na pala. Mali pala yan. Ito ay naka-kilograms of vapor. Pambula. Wait lang. Ano yung pambula ko? Lang guys. Wala yung pambula. Sorry, hindi yan. Ayun. And that is equal to, yan, that is equal to 0.8160. Who's speech on 8160, sorry. Yeah. 8160 kilograms of vapor per minute. Yan yung answer. Okay? Yeah. Letter F. The letter G naman, anong ratio ng volume flow rate ng air at supply condition the volume flow rate of air at exhaust? Okay? So, para i-solve yan, kunin mo natin yung in terms of PBM per T. Alam natin, we have for supply air, P sub M minus PB1, volume flow rate at 0.1, that is mass of air, R ng air, TdB1. Siya naman, P sub M minus PB4, volume flow rate at 0.4, is equal to the mass of air, R ng air, TdB4. So, natin i-divide dito. Okay? Both sides ng equation. So, magka-cancel yung MRA. So, matitira dyan, that is B1 dot over B4 dot is equal to what? P sub M minus PB4, P sub M minus PB1 times TDB1 over TDB4. I think nakuha natin lahat yan. So, ano yung vapor pressure at 0.4? Sige, check ano dun sa taas. So, ang vapor pressure at 0.4, 1.607. 1.607, so we have 101.325 minus 1.607 over 101.325 minus anong vapor pressure at 0.1. So, ang vapor pressure at 0.1, that is 2.142 minus 2.142 kilopascal times ang dry bulb temperature at 0.1, that is in 32, pero that must be in absolute units. So, we have 32 plus 273. In dry bulb temperature at 0.4 naman, we have 20. Ano yun natin? Dry bulb temperature natin binigay dyan. We have 25C. 25 plus 273. So, ano yung ratio ng mga volume flow rates na yun, supply and exhaust condition? I think, sorry, my bad. So this is letter H na lagtawan natin. Letter H pala ito. Unahin natin letter H. Nalaktawan na eh. Dapat B3 to B4 pala muna. My bad. So B1 to B4 is letter H na lang muna. Nalaktawan ko na yung G. Resolve ko rin. So we have 101.55 minus 1.607. Minus 2.42. 32 plus 273. 25 plus 273. This is V sub 1 to V sub 4. So ang let me check nga mo. Mali pala. Tama pala. Ang PB4 natin ay 1.607. Tama. Ang PB1 natin ay vapor pressure about 0.1 meron 2.142. Tama. Ayan. So ang sagot 1.029. Yan yung ratio ng volume flow rate ng supply to exhaust. Okay? So letter G naman, yung nalaktawan ko, sorry. That is the volume flow rate of the supply to the volume flow rate of exhaust. So ganun din. So PM minus PV3, volume flow rate at 0.3, is equal to the mass of air, R ng air, TdB3. Isa naman, we have PM minus PV4, volume flow rate at 0.4, is equal to the mass of air, R ng air, TdB4. So divide din natin to. Yan. So mag-cancel ang MLA. So in terms of B3 to B4, I think this will be the it will be the next time continuation kasi gagamit tayo ng refrigerant tables. So you have B3 to B4 is equal to what? P sub M minus PB4 over P sub M minus PB3 times TDB3 over TDB4. Okay? So volume flow at 3, the volume flow at 0.4 is equal to, okay natin yan, so we have 101.325 minus 1.607 over 101.325 minus ano yung PB3. Let me check yung PB3. So we have PB3, ayun, 1.478. 1.478. Unrivaled temperature at 0.3, that is 25 plus 273. Sorry, 17 pala. 17. Try natin. That is 17. So 17 plus 273. Unrivaled temperature. So at 0.4, that is 25 plus 273. Ayan. Okay. So ang V sub 3, the V sub 4, simply, sige, pakalagyo po. Um, 0.9719. Yan yung ratio. Okay? I think hanggang dyan na lang muna tayo kasi sa susunod ng mga topic sa I to L naman, application na lang. So as po air conditioning na ito. Okay? Yan. Yan lang muna. Let me unshare my screen. And stop recording.